Hey guys, welcome back to Colson's Critters. I'm Colson Smith, and in today's video, we are going to be getting a ton of new corals for my 20-gallon aquarium. I think these are the first corals going into the 20-gallon. We're also doing I think we're doing 2 shopping sprees for my tank, so stay tuned. This video is going to be super fun. We got a ton of coral for this tank, and it looks absolutely amazing. But before we get into the video, last night on my dad's tank, these rock flowers were actually stretching out, and they were breeding with each other, which is pretty crazy. So there's this big one here in the front, and there's a big one back there. There's a couple little small ones around here, so we might see little babies popping up out of nowhere in here, which would be pretty freaking cool. We also added this new stag here in the back. I don't know if that's gonna be its permanent spot, but that's where we put it for now, because we want it near the green one. This is a blue one, it's called Schnozberry. It's pretty cool. Shout out to Mark Hatter. He's actually the one who gave me this. He's the guy with the big tank that I've done before. I'll pop up a video of it right here. It's a really beautiful reef tank. Now there's 2 other things we're gonna do before we head to the fish store. We got this thing right here, which I'll explain here in a second. It is for the chickens. We're gonna build this, and I'm gonna make it real quick, so we're just gonna build it real fast and I'll throw it in there and I'll show you guys what it does. Then we're also gonna be heading to Jed's house, maybe, most likely, if he answers my text messages, and then giving him a little surprise gift, and then also checking out his new house, because he just bought a house. So this video is gonna be pretty fun, so make sure y'all stay tuned. Now before we get into the video, I do want to tell you guys about the sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. Now I work a full-time job and I make YouTube videos for you guys, so oftentimes I don't get enough sleep. Whether that be worrying about how my projects are gonna go or how my YouTube videos are gonna do the next day. So in result, I get a lot of restless sleep at night, and it wasn't until I started working with BetterHelp that my sleeping improved. So thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service, and it's 100% online. With BetterHelp, you can be helped by over 30,000 experienced and licensed therapists to help you with a wide range of issues. To get started, all you have to do is answer a few simple questions about your needs with therapy. Then you can be matched with the right therapist for you. You can talk to them however you prefer, whether that be video chat, texting, or just a simple phone call. You can get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Colson. I'll leave the link down below. Thank you again to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back into the video. Let's go. Okay, so this box right here is my mom's brilliant idea. So basically with our chicken food, we usually just throw it out there, and apparently I've been zoomed in the whole time. That's why you were so close. So basically with the chicken food, I just have the bags out there and I put them in this little tub, and then we just scoop it and throw it in the cage. Now what this is a composter. It's a tumbler. So what I can do is put all the food in it, and then I can stir it and mix I have 2 different kinds of food, mix them together, and that way it keeps it in there, and there's not water getting in it or anything like that, and then I can just scoop it and throw it in the cage. So we're gonna go ahead and build this really quickly and throw it outside. Yeah, I don't really know how this works. I guess we'll read the instructions. I don't usually use instructions, so maybe not. But I'm gonna figure this out. I won't bore you guys with the video of me building this, but I might throw in a couple clips of me building it, but cut to after. All right, finally got it made. It's done. So basically, you can spin it to stir it, and then when I need to, open it up, scoop out however much food I need, throw it in the cage, yada yada. Now, I didn't really think about this, but there are some holes in here. So we're gonna have to plug these. I'm gonna just grab probably some super glue or duct tape or something, and we're just gonna plug the holes so that way no bugs or anything get in here. And that way it doesn't leak as well. Now to kind of show you all the idea, right? I scoop the food, and then we feed the chickens. Who's hungry? And then they go crazy for it. All right, now we're gonna go see Jed and check out his house, and then we'll head to the fish store. Let's go. All right, we made it. Of course, I had to stop and get some Chick-fil-A. So here's the outside. Here's some landscaping. We got a giant cactus. Now let's go say hi to Jed. Should we ring the doorbell or should we knock? Let's ring the doorbell. Yay! Is that Jed?
What's up, good?
What's up?
Welcome to the trash house.
Crib.
Yeah.
What's up, Benny? Now, we did bring you a gift.
An autograph.
I'm sure you know what it is.
Autographs.
Colson's Critters shirt. Signed Colson's Critters shirt.
Hell yeah.
Pretty cool, right?
Oh, you did the 5-year one?
Yeah.
Sick.
So if you want a different one, I can probably get you one too. Like this one
guy.
Yeah. Here, hold. This one's pretty cool. I like this one.
Yeah, that's the one that's my favorite.
That's my favorite too, yeah.
That
one's sick. I can get you one of those eventually.
Much appreciated.
Alright, so you want to give the tour?
Sure, this is...
What in the world?
I don't know, it's coming out. It's gotta go.
So right when you walk in, there's just like a chief Indian or something. I don't even know what this is.
I don't either, but it creeps me out so badly. that
it's gotta go.
It's gotta go.
All right. So
in about 2 weeks, this whole wall's coming out.
The whole wall. Oh wow. Okay.
Ignore the mess because I'm renovating.
He just moved in and he's renovating. So yeah, ignore the messes.
So yeah, like I said, I'm renovating. So this
won't be bubble gum.
Yeah. So Cosmo and Wanda are going.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty bad color-wise.
So the house was built in
first bathroom.
Yeah, the house was built in 1963, and a lot of the stuff has not been touched since 1963.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Hi,
Denny.
Danny dog.
Hi.
So this is the guest room. This is where I had been living until I renovated the master. So last night was the first night I actually slept in the master room.
Oh, nice.
So I've been sleeping in here, but now it's all clean. It's just.
It seems like it's his favorite room too.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically his room, I guess.
Yeah.
Ignore the mess in here because all the stuff that was in the masters came into here and just kind of thrown in here. But this is gonna be my office.
Not yet.
Yeah, it's kind of my closet right now.
But this will be where you edit all your YouTube videos, right?
All that. I'll have the GameCube set back up on the projector over here.
Yep. So you guys don't remember Jed's condo. I'll probably pull up a video right here. But he had like a whole fish room with the GameCube and the TV and all, or not the TV, the projector. So that's kind of what that room's gonna be, except for not fish, right?
Yeah, I mean, I might put a tank in there like that. If I get
maybe
this
a small tank.
If I get this eShops drop down, I might do that. Something to go on the desk.
Yeah.
And then this is where the magic doesn't happen. Welcome to my MTV crib store.
MTV cribs. I love this bed, like the bed frame and the bed sheets and stuff. Like, look at this, so cool. And then he's even got an outlet in the bed frame. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, that came out pretty cool.
So the plans, you're gonna be putting a TV here, right?
Yeah, so the TV's gonna go over here. I gotta get a rug for in here still. I went rug shopping today. I think I found one. I just didn't have measurements of what I needed, like an idiot.
Yeah.
I gotta get curtains too.
Stupid.
Yeah, I gotta get curtains.
Because right now you can just see everything.
I will say,
my car.
I slept so good last night for the first time in a while on this bed, but then I woke up super early because the light just comes straight in here.
This bed is so nice. Like, it's a huge mattress too. Yeah, so that's the master, and then the bathroom's in here for that.
Yeah, so this is just Cosmo in here.
Just Cosmo. I'm assuming you're gonna get rid of Cosmo as well.
Yeah, no, this is all coming out.
Okay.
Now, one by one, critique of this house when I bought it was the bathrooms were just so bad, and the other one is that the master bathroom is the smaller of the two, but it makes it kind of nice. Yeah, but it makes it a little private. I don't know. This is the kitchen.
This kitchen's really nice.
Yeah, no, I'm really happy with the kitchen. The liquor cabinet.
Liquor cabinet.
Yeah.
Pretty nice with the lights going through too. I like this mahogany, like.
Yeah, like the cherry wood.
Yeah, that's nice. And then the countertops are dark. I like that. What else we got, Jed?
Well, we got 7 different floors inside this house, which is
like
interesting. So I'll show you. So we got one here. There's a different one in the kitchen. A different one over there.
Well, those are different?
Yeah, those are different.
Oh yeah, that's so weird.
Then you have whatever that is there.
Yeah.
Then both the 2 left bedrooms are carpet. And then the master is a different vinyl, and then I think the bathrooms are the same floors. Yeah, both bathrooms have the same floors.
That's a weird color flooring too.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I like that. You redid that, right?
Yeah, so I mean, this I'll send. Here's a photo of the before. But yeah, this is all after. Brand new. So like the banisters.
Ooh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
that looks really good.
Yeah.
Woo! You did that yourself?
Sure.
We can pretend like you did.
I designed it.
Okay, there you go. That works. That works.
So yeah, there was just like tile there before, so we covered that up.
No, it looks really good.
New baseboards, new floor, new paint. These closets also.
You did good, Jed.
These closets used to be green on the inside, like
painted white,
like lime
That's
green.
Better.
Yeah,
green
and then also
bad.
the floor like stopped, so like there was like old terrazzo floor, so I took the flooring all the way into the closet.
Yeah, that looks really good.
So it's nice
that
and
was
uniform.
A good decision. Why are there 2? Oh, I guess one for her and one for him would be the idea.
That's the idea.
But you don't have a her.
Next. Okay. This is the living room. Really nice and spacious.
There's the fish tank.
We're not gonna look at that. I got it separated. Look at there. She's trying to kill him.
Yeah, separate the clownfish.
They did so well together for a while, and then like I don't know. Since I moved into the house, I guess the vibes were off or something. And
yeah, you just don't like it.
Yeah, so I gotta get a new tank.
Got to them.
Yeah, so I gotta get a new a new tank because I'm gonna put the pistol shrimp with the long fin. Ignore all the Aptasia.
Yeah. So originally there wasn't that many Aptasia, but he used, what was it, Aptasia X?
The F Aptasia.
Or the F Aptasia, and it just like boosted the progression of them somehow. So there are Bergia in here, so he's working on that. There's a lot of Aptasia in here, but the corals look extremely happy, and the codfish are fighting.
So the goal for this house, like I said, that wall's coming out. I'm gonna do a reef tank along this wall. I think I'm gonna do a reefer.
Pretty big space to do that in too.
I think I'm gonna do a reefer 700, which is a Euro brace tank. It's a 5 footer.
That'd be a nice tank. You want to do like an in-wall tank over here, right?
I haven't decided in wall or just take this whole wall out, but I'm definitely putting a peninsula here.
That's gonna be awesome.
With a drop down at the end.
That's gonna be really cool.
That's the goal.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while, but
yeah, if he does it, I'm gonna be helping him out and filming it. So you guys stay tuned. But also check out Jed's channel as well, and he'll be posting on there too.
Dining room where it never gets used.
I just used it. I just ate Chick-fil-A.
That was like, you just accounted for about 30% of its usage, probably in that one meal.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever even sat in the chair. Then we got the garage. All right, now the garage. So all of your shit's in here.
Yeah, basically just slowly taking stuff out of here, back in here. I'm selling both of these tanks because they're a waste of time. I'm not gonna set them up. But the goal for in here, so I'm gonna get this whole thing insulated so I can actually like use it. But I'm gonna make this a gym. I'm gonna do like epoxy resin on the floor.
That'd be cool.
And then we'll put a mirror on this side. And then back here.
I'm excited for what's gonna go on in that room over there.
Yeah, so there's this cool little addition over here.
It's like a little, jeez. It's like a little workshop over here. But.
So what I'm gonna do is this wall right here, I'm gonna do a fish quarantine rack.
That's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, just because I want to, educate people.
I can't see you because there's a little light on the background.
I want to educate people on how to like properly QT their fish. So having my own system in my house, I think, is the best way to do that.
For sure.
And then also, I want to get some really cool stuff, and I don't have a place really that I trust to QT besides myself. So I'm just gonna do it in my own house. So that's what this rack's gonna be here.
Pretty cool. That's where all my fish are gonna be QT'd.
For a price.
Hey, I'll take care of your pets while you're on vacation.
Right here is gonna be a water mixing station here. I think what I'm gonna do eventually is get like a stacked washer dryer. So
yeah, that'll be better.
It'll just be stacked here.
And yeah, you get a little more space in here.
Yep, and then I'm getting a sink that's gonna go here.
Perfect.
That's coming in like 2 weeks.
Oh, you could probably do a little fragging station in here too, maybe.
Yeah, I could do a bunch. I could do a coral QT like a race.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know.
Right. Stay tuned, guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of space.
Potential.
Yeah, there's a lot of space to do a lot of projects. But definitely the goal for the garage is to make it a gym. But first I got to insulate in here because it's
hot in here.
Yeah, it gets pretty toasty.
Especially in Florida. Now the last thing, which is one of the coolest parts about the house, in my opinion.
So this is the back patio. I do want to kind of, I really like the backyard, but I kind of want to redo the whole thing. I don't know, I have visions in my head, and unfortunately...
The only bad part is the color.
I like the color.
You like it?
I kind of like it because it goes with the house, because the house is yellow and red.
Well, you need to switch the color of the house, too.
Yeah, and then I'm going to switch this all.
Okay.
But I kind of want to redo a lot of this.
Why?
I just want to kind of make it more, like, bougie looking. I don't know.
Alright. We've talked about, like, when I first came over here, this is my second time over here, we talked about some future plans with some maybe ponds and stuff, maybe? So, maybe he'll talk about it. You got a boat.
Yeah, so I'm definitely in a video going to rehab this whole thing. I've had this boat for probably 4 years now and have maybe used it 4 times. I have, like, the battery. I have a trolling motor for it. But it's in rough shape, so I want to do like a total rehab video.
Here's the pool deck, pool chairs. We got the pool, which we'll be hopping in here in a minute or two.
Here's the plan.
Really?
I'm gonna get a plane. I'm gonna get a landing strip.
You're gonna get a helicopter, a plane. Yeah. Shut up! I'm filming. They just stopped the plane.
Sorry. All right, so in that corner over there, I want to do.
Dude, honestly, I love the landscaping.
I do too. Oh, here, we'll show you more.
You gotta keep that tree. I know you're gonna have to pull it out somehow, because you want to put the hot tub over here.
Yeah.
But you gotta keep it. Just move it over, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
if that's possible. So yeah, it goes all the way back down here.
Honestly, this is like my favorite part.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, because I mean,
I like the vibes.
The tree is gorgeous. So when I'm like doing work, if I'm on a meeting call in the living room and I'm FaceTiming or something,
you can see that in the background.
That's
really cool. I actually have those trees in my backyard too. I have 3 of them.
So like I said, this is all gonna get taken out. I'll move that tree probably over here somewhere.
Move that over there.
Yeah.
And then what are you doing?
I'm gonna do a grotto jacuzzi over here. And then on top of the grotto will be a water slide.
That's insane. And go into the pool. I can't wait. That's gonna be so much fun.
That's the goal. We'll see.
And we talked about an above ground pond over here.
Yeah, so that...
I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we talked about
sure
it.
Happening. That,
in between the 2 tree lines here, yeah, so you can see it while in the pool too.
So from here to here, I'm gonna do an acrylic panel, and like you can get like a pretty cheap like vinyl pond or something, or not vinyl, I don't know, plastic.
Whatever it is.
Fiberglass. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And just have the front paint acrylic, and it'll just be in between here. I'll do like nice rock work behind it. But
saltwater or freshwater?
Freshwater. I'm gonna do a koi pond.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Maybe put a bass in it?
No, just a koi pond.
Just a koi pond.
Just a koi pond.
That'd be so cool.
But it'll have a waterfall in the back. But yeah, having that acrylic panel right here, so when you're swimming, you see the fish.
You just look into it. That's gonna be so cool. All right, now is that it?
I almost just fell in.
You almost did.
I think that's most of the plants.
The whole house, I think.
Well, so like in 2 weeks, I have my contractor coming, so he's taking that wall out, he's adding that sink, and then I'm getting like 12-foot posts put in, 2 of them put into the backyard. I'm gonna have string lights going through the backyard.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
So, because right now there's no outside lighting.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. So, maybe in the pool you just have lights.
Yeah, so I have string lights for my old bedroom that I don't need anymore, so I'm just gonna use those out here and string it across.
That way you can go night swimming.
And I think that's the tour. Thanks for coming to my house.
For sure. Now it's the part that I've been waiting for. Oh, not that. We're gonna go swimming. So
yes, sir.
So now it's finally time to add some corals. I'm super excited. Now, lucky for us, my dad has this big tank with a bunch of corals in here, so I can pick from here as well. But I also have some corals in my 10-gallon that I'm gonna be adding in right now. So to start out, we're gonna be adding maybe this acan, these 2 favias. There's another acan back there. And I think I might add like maybe that frog spawn or something, but I don't know. We're gonna see. I'll pick between a couple of these maybe and just try them out and see how they do in here. We also need to clean the glass, so let's go ahead and clean it. All right, now that we got that nice and scraped off and clean, it's time to add our corals to the tank. We got our McCosker's fairy, he's doing really well. We have our new goby in here as well. He is somewhere in here. The little circus goby. It's only been a few days of him being in here, so he hasn't really come out that much yet. Even though I trust my own system, I'm still gonna be dipping all the coral we add to the tank just to be safe, because I know there are some Asterina starfish in here, and you can see there's Aptasia. Not that the dip will help with the Aptasia, but we're gonna inspect it to make sure there's no Aptasia. So what I think I'm gonna start with is maybe, actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep it a surprise, so make sure y'all stay tuned. We're gonna go ahead and show you how I dip the coral. So when adding your first corals, you wanna pick something that's gonna be very easy just to see how the tank works for coral, like see if it does well with coral first. So I usually recommend doing like acans or zoas or maybe a Duncan coral, GSP, any soft coral or like beginner LPS coral. So what we're gonna be doing here is we got 2 acan frags and we have 2 zoa frags. So what I'm gonna do is inspect them, because you can see there is like a little Asterina starfish like right there. It may be cute, look like a little cute starfish, but we do not want him because they can eat coral, usually zoas. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use Coral RX, which is this dip here, and that basically makes it to where any parasites or anything like that will just fall asleep, fall down. I'll take a little turkey baster here and just baste them off, and then we'll inspect everything, and then we can put them into our tank. I'm also gonna be cutting the bottom of the plugs off with our Coral View coral cutters. So that way I can actually glue them straight onto the rock. But for now, we're just gonna cut them off and sit them in the sand until I know they do well before I glue them down. So we're gonna go ahead and add some of our coral dip into the container here. Give it a little stir, and then we're gonna let them sit for 5 minutes. I'm gonna go and inspect them and try to pull anything off that I can see, and I'll get back to y'all in 5 minutes. Now Coral View was nice enough to send us with our tank some coral cutters by Diamax, and they actually sent us these really nice like carbon fiber tweezers as well, which will help us put our corals where we want them. So we're gonna go ahead and use these and cut the bottom of the plugs off. All right, now that we got the frag plugs cut up, or cut off, and then I actually went ahead and cut this one around in a circle because there was a bunch of algae on it. I didn't really want that algae in my tank. Now that they've been sitting in here for about 5 minutes, we're gonna make sure we rinse them off in fresh salt water really good, and then we'll go ahead and put them in our tank. So let's go ahead and do that. So now that we've gotten the corals in the tank, we can use our coral grippers here and move them exactly where we want them. So for now, I'm just gonna place the acans over here. We're just gonna place them there just to see how they do in the tank, make sure they are good. And then we can go ahead and move these zoas. We'll place them over here. All right, I got the blue light on here. I'll get back to you guys when the corals open up. Okay, the corals are actually looking really good. It's been a few days. These are the 2 acans I put in here, and then here are the 2 zoas I put in there. That's the Outer Chaos, and then this is the cherry apple zoas, and they are actually looking really good. So we're gonna head, the only reason these are closed is because my staghorn hermit actually just walked across them. So we're going to go ahead and glue these down. I actually went ahead and picked up a flipper nano here. So we're going to go ahead and pop that open too, and that'll help us keep the glass clean. So we're going to go ahead and open that up. All right, it's been about 2 weeks, maybe, actually probably a week since we've added our first corals. So they're looking really good. Here are the 2 acan frags we got, looking really good. We got a zoa right here in the front, and then we have another zoa over here. They're doing super well. Staghorn hermit is doing super well still. So we're going to be adding some more corals in the tank today. I think we're going to be adding this frog spawn over here in the back. I don't think maybe these 2 Fabias as well. I also went ahead and picked up 2 Ghani frags. They're floating in my sump of my Fred's tank right now. So they're down here. And then we have some corals in my dad's tank as well. So we have a few zoa frags in here that I've had. These were my zoa frags that I've just been storing in my dad's tank. So we're probably gonna take some of them. And then I think this red Ghani as well was one that my dad wanted to give me, but I'll double check with him before we take it. It is looking a little upset, so it's starting to come back. So I might leave it in here a little longer. So we're gonna go through that same dipping process that I went through before with the other corals, with these ones, and get them in the tank. So let's go. All right, we got everything in the tank. Now we're just gonna let them all open up, and then we'll find spots to put them. All right, here's the tank a while later. We've added a ton of corals and glued them all down. Here they are all open up. Let me get the lens on here. I think it's looking really, really good. We got our Ghani garden going up here. This one's closed up, but it's usually a really nice blue color. But we got the Ghanis going up this way. I got my zoa garden, which I do need to get a lot more zoas for. We got a little Cinerina. We got some acans and some blastos. And I'm gonna end up putting the acans here with maybe a clam. And then the blasto, I don't really know where I'm gonna put that yet. And then I got 2 Fabias back here. And then we have our little Euphilia garden with some hammers and some frog spawns, which I think looks really cool. And then I just added this bird's nest recently that I got from Top Shelf, so that one's pretty cool. And hopefully that'll grow out up there. So I think the tank overall looks super good right now. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future in this tank, whether that be like fish-wise or coral-wise, and I'll definitely get it for the tank. Guys, that's gonna wrap today's video. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, let me know down below. I know this video was a little bit all over the place. I hope you enjoyed the tour of Jed's house and the tank setup and all that of putting all the corals in there. Let me know what corals or fish or anything in particular you would want to see in the 20 gallon as well. Until next time, peace.